Give me that $1 million smile.
Play lotto.
You could spend your life happy. Play for the freedom. Play for the possibilities. Your dreams may come true. The world could open to you. So smile. That $1 million smile. It's a great chance to change your life.
Now let's meet the starting lineups for the 6-player championship game. First, the Atlantic Trojans. The forwards, number 13, Mandy Parrott. Number 50, Dina Rhodes. Number 23, Jana Hoig. The guards, number 31, Angie Runchi. Number 33, Abby Knopp. Number 35, Tracy Studelberg. The assistant coaches, Dick Cassidy. And Kathy Serasio. The head coach of the Atlantic Trojans, Don Jenkins. Now the starters for the Hubbard Radcliffe Rebels. The forwards, number 20, Lisa Brinkmeyer. Number 30, Sally Weichel. Number 42, Christy Maniter. The guards, number 40, Tanya Winter. Number 50, Shannon Nessa. Number 54, Stacy Bergeson. The assistant coach, Cindy Holmes. And the head coach of the Hubbard Radcliffe Rebels, Les Hazer. The floor officials, Rich Larson and Roger Barr. Bench official, Dale Schreers.
Picture Mike Henderson ready to go for 6-on-6 championship basketball. It's Hubbard and Atlantic matching up in this one. And Mike Henderson, it should be a good one in the, take a look here in this ball game. Should be a good one. Let's take a look at the road to state for the two clubs here this evening. And first up for the Atlantic Trojans. Atlantic Trojans. They made their way through first round over Perry, then Montezuma, and over Emmitsburg in the semifinals.
Big fourth quarter performances in all three games. Hubbard Radcliffe, of course, offensive firepower. Harris Lake Park, West Central, and Avoha Shelby Tennant. In the West Central games, the one Lisa Brinkmeyer had 62 of those 71.
And the team comparisons, Mike.
Well, you look at them, not much to guess here. Hubbard Radcliffe, 80.6 a contest, while Atlantic's great defense has given up only 45.
Number 1 and number 2 matched up here in the 6-on-6, and we're underway with the play here, and our first foul of the ball game is going to take place. And it's going to be going up against Mandy Parrott. That'll be number 1 on her now. Atlantic will be in the dark uniforms, and Hubbard Radcliffe will be in the white uniforms here. Just underway, first quarter, 6-on-6 championship basketball. Trying to get into Brinkmeyer, and they steal that ball away. I was going to mention the big key, of course, Lisa Brinkmeyer, possibly in the offensive end for Hubbard Radcliffe, and Angie Runchie, the defensive player for Atlantic. Shot no good. Bad pass, turnover against the Rebels. And Atlantic will get it out of bounds across the way.
Well, there's two guards we're going to spotlight in this game. In the tournament now, it's the Hubbard Radcliffe, 80 points a game, while Atlantic defensively has given up only 59. Something's got to give at that end.
Ball stolen away here by the Rebels. Looking it back out of the forward court. 6-on-6 basketball. Number 1 and number 2. Nice move. Oh. Brinkmeyer. Lisa Brinkmeyer, number 20. First puck out of the ball game, and Brinkmeyer shows you some of her skills. Atlantic offensively. Inside. Somebody got somebody on an arm, number 50.
It's going to be on Shannon Nessa. I just started to mention, there's two guards we're going to spotlight in this game. Number 50, we just saw make the foul, Shannon Nessa for Hubbard Radcliffe. At the other end, number 31, Angie Runchie, who's probably going to end up the tournament leader in both rebounds and steals.
Shannon Hoy going to the free throw line. 70% free throw shooter on the year, and she knocks this one down. 2-1 ball game. Just underway. Both free throws are going to be good. Inbounds play here to the Rebels. Just underway, tied at 2. Teams throughout the tournament have tried to defend Lisa Brinkmeyer numerous ways. This one a little too tight. Foul's going to be called on Tracy Struttelberg.
There we go. Weichel coming down. Beautiful outlet pass inside to Brinkmeyer. Struttelberg already had her on the hip trying to come across.
Brinkmeyer fakes right, drives in, got a whistle, charging, or nope, no. Blocking foul, I mean.
No.
Blocking foul is going to be called again on Atlantic.
That was going to be on Abby Knopp, number 33. Okay, we got Les Easier in the middle there, of course, and the assistant, Cindy. I try to call her Clark. She got married since volleyball. It's Cindy Holmes, the assistant.
Les Easier, the head coach of Hubbard Radcliffe. We'll tell you more about him in a second here. Brinkmeyer shot in and good. Les Easier with the red jacket on, the red suspenders, and Mike Henderson. Nobody's looking more for a win than him here.
And the Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox included. 4-2 Hubbard. Atlantic will try for 13 and can't do it.
And Nessa with a rebound.
This is a Rebel team you can't let get too far out in front. Brinkmeyer to Weichel. Oh, nice backdoor to Manitou. 2 points for her. All-conference basketball and volleyball player, and she's got herself a bucket on the night. Three-pointer, no.
Nessa again. 2 rebounds and 2 steals already.
And Hubbard wasting no time. Give and go. Weichel shot blocked. No good. Rebound Atlantic.
Who blocked it? Angie Runchie.
Both teams undefeated on the year at 26-0. And Angie Runchie is just unbelievable. Another three-pointer, no. Here come the Rebels.
Who got the rebound? Did you see that? 50. Nessa.
Brinkmeyer. She might have been fouled, and she was. Again, Abby Knopp. And that's going to be her second. Well, one official says we're shooting. I guess we are. That's going to put Lisa Brinkmeyer to the free throw line. She's a 70% free throw shooter. Averages 41 points a ball game. And the shot up and good by Brinkmeyer. And there is Don Jenkins. You like his sweater tonight?
I like it real well. His wife didn't like my comments last night.
That's because she bought it for him for Christmas as a Christmas present.
I just love that sweater.
Second free throw, no good. You're going to have to do a little more research next year on sweaters being bought by the coaches. 7-2 Hubbard still on top at Atlantic. Offensively, shoots and scores. Jenna Hoy gets the bucket down. Pulls them within 3. Look at the defense by Atlantic. Oh, and then a foul's going to be called on Hubbard as Christy Monitor.
Well, she's not getting up real fast, and that's a concern to Atlantic, because you know who that is. Okay, we're going to see. Just like a run she get in there. So quick, intercept the pass. She bounced her head off the floor just a little.
Watch this. The second time.
Here we go.
Watch her head.
Ouch. Oh! Ouch.
Atlantic down to the corner. Shot. Good. Got it down. Jana Hoy gets another 2.
That's all. Jana Hoy 6, Hubbard Radcliffe 7.
With 4:35 to play in the first quarter. You know, you get the feeling that they're going to try and defend Lisa Brinkmeyer by just not even giving her the basketball. It's one way to stop them, I guess.
Well, we got the 2 best players in the tournament head-on-head right here.
That's
Brinkmeyer.
Yeah. 4 turnovers now on the Rebels. Little scoop shot up and good by Mandy Parrott. Parrott of Atlantic scores, and the Trojans take a 1-point lead at 8-7. And a foul at the other end that's going to be called against Angie Runchie. Well, what can you say about her? She's the leader in the tournament with 16 steals, second in rebounding, and a member of the all-tournament team a year ago, and she's a good one. Shot up and good.
Oh, what a pass again.
9-8, Hubbard by 1. We just moved down to the 4-minute marker. Boy, time's going by quickly, and the shot at the other end good by Jenna Hoig. Hoig, and Hoig.
All right.
That's 8 for her. A little bit of a seesaw battle here starting. 10-9 Atlantic. Inside to Brinkmeyer. Scoops in, shoots it, and good. Lisa Brinkmeyer for 2.
She survived an awful inlet pass that time. That one should have been intercepted. They're going to have to lead her a little more with those inlet passes.
Brinkmeyer, president of her senior class, and a great basketball and volleyball player. Shot the other end. Got it for 2. Dina Rhodes. And Atlantic takes back that 1-point lead at 12-11 with 2:57 to go in the first quarter. And a shot no good, partially blocked by Tracy Struttelberg. And here come the Trojans of Atlantic, and it's stolen back. I think we've seen her do that numerous times. Lisa Brinkmeyer at the half-court line. Brinkmeyer, Weichel, nice feed back in, spin move. It's good. Brinkmeyer for 2. She's got herself 9 of the night.
That's the 6th lead change already in the first quarter, Mick.
Going to keep your stack crew busy tonight.
I don't know if they're keeping it or not. I am. That's what I'm concerned about.
Atlantic moving the ball well. Shot no good. Long rebound. Dina Rhodes comes down with it. Feed it inside. Jana Hoig. Yes, Jana Hoig. And Don Jenkins looking on with a concerned look. I think we'll have a warning in the center circle.
Yep. We saw that last night. The first time through is a warning, Mick. The second time a technical.
2:01 to go. It's Atlantic on top by 3. We'll be back right after this.
Biodegradability, oxygenated fuels, sustainable agriculture. Since the environment's become a priority, a lot of new words have cropped up. But at Cenex Land O'Lakes, the environment has always been important. And now we're taking action in every area: feed, seed, petroleum, and agronomy. So when you hear all the new environmental words, remember a couple that have been around a while. Cenex and Land O'Lakes. A brief reminder. We insure small farms, too. Farm Mutual, a policy of working together.
Visit the Danish Mutual Insurance Association or one of its affiliated agents. Rely on the experience of Ken Stoll of Adair County Mutual Insurance Association in Greenfield. Visit the Patrons Mutual Insurance Association in Stewart or one of its affiliated agents.
Victor and Mike Henderson back at Betts-Auditorium. 2:01 to go in our first quarter. Atlantic leading Hubbard 14-13. Mike Henderson, both teams are just shooting lights out.
Yeah, who said these girls can't shoot? 6 of 8 for Hubbard Radcliffe, 6 of 11 for Atlantic. They're just shooting lights out.
Indeed they are. And it's going to be Hubbard Radcliffe with the basketball. The Rebels in the white uniform. Over to Brinkmeyer. Hubbard Radcliffe out of the North Iowa Cedar Lake. Shot from outside.
That's 7 of 9.
Brinkmeyer showing a little range, Mike Henderson.
Oh, she showed that well there. The first ball game hit a 3-pointer at the end of the half.
Atlantic trying to answer. Air ball, but a good hustle. And I was going to say save, but she didn't get there in time. It'll be Radcliffe basketball.
Janahoy just barely penetrated the baseline there.
Hubbard Radcliffe, one of the smaller schools here at 113 at North Iowa Cedar Lake.
Oh, beautiful Lisa Brinkmeyer pass.
Weichel for 2. Sally Weichel for the Rebels gets the bucket, and Hubbard now takes a 17-14 lead. 1:23 to play. Atlantic moving the ball well. Shot no good. Good rebounding out. Stacy Bergeson. Here comes Brinkmeyer. Took it all the way from, what do you think, Mike? 20 feet out.
Oh, my goodness.
13 for Lisa Brinkmeyer. And it's a 5-point lead. Atlantic needs to answer. They dish well, got it blocked, and a foul's going to be called on Stacy Bergeson. I'm impressed, Mike Henderson, at the way Atlantic spreads it out and passes it well.
Well, they go so quick with the ball. Sometimes they look quicker than they should. Here we go with the beautiful inside pass to Knopp. Knopp's course from the guard court. Dina Rhodes.
At the free throw line, Dina Rhodes. Ranked 7th in tournament scoring, 22.7 points per game average. And the second hits a couple of times and goes through. 19-15, the lead at 4 by Hubbard. We're under the 1-minute marker here in our first quarter. Good battle going on between Brinkmeyer and Runchie, number 31. Runchie's got her down for a while. Brinkmeyer loses the ball, and it'll be a turnover. Runchie's pushing Brinkmeyer out just a little bit further than what she wanted.
Right. When she gets the ball, that was the offensive coach, the offensive coordinator, as you may be, assistant coach Dick Cassidy. That was the 5th Hubbard Radcliffe turnover. I think we're going to catch a foul on Brinkmeyer under here.
Lisa Brinkmeyer getting the foul, and will make the long walk, and Atlantic will throw it in. It's only the first foul on Brinkmeyer. She can get herself in a little bit of foul trouble the way she plays defense.
And 2 of the 3 games she has. She had 4 fouls in the first half in her opening round win.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be given to the Rebels. 19-15 Hubbard, 26 seconds to go. 6-on-6 championship here at Betts-Auditorium. Brinkmeyer, body movement. We got a foul. Going to be against Atlantic.
Block on the second girl in. Runchie had her pretty well handled outside. And then Abby Knopp just kind of came and undercut in the lane. We're going to see it here. Here goes Brinkmeyer. I'll take the inside girl. Came across, tried to cut off and double team.
And Brinkmeyer will go to the free throw line. 70% free throw shooter, and she finds nothing but net.
It's her 14th point in the first quarter.
All-state volleyball player as Brinkmeyer stays at the line for another one. That's up and good. 21-15 with 16 seconds to play here in this quarter. 10, and a foul in the backcourt. A little too much pressure here by Christy Manager. Number 42 for the Radcliffe Rebels.
Get one now. Get one.
Don Jenkins telling him to get one shot before the 9 seconds elapse. And they don't get it. It gets stolen away. 2 seconds. Now steal it back. Shot out. Oh, no good, but there's going to be a foul call. There will be a foul call there before the buzzer sounds. And that is going to send Mandy Parrott, I believe, to the free throw line before they head to the huddles here. Mandy Parrott will probably shoot. Caesar looking on, trying to figure out what's going on.
Trying to throw it all the way out.
Here's the free throw. First one up and good by Mandy Parrott. And the second free throw is good. The first quarter has come to a close. It's 21-17. We'll be back right after this.
There's nothing in the world quite like this Iowa girls basketball tournament. The intense competition, the unique way the game is played, and the pride of the athletes and fans. This tournament is a sports tradition we've been proud to sponsor for the past 34 years. And what a tradition it's been. Who can forget back in 1968 when Union Witten beat Everly 113 to 107 in overtime. The game was dominated by Denise Long, who scored 64 points for Union Witten, and Jeanette Olson, scoring 76 points for Everly. A lot has changed since 1968, but one thing remains the same. Cenex Land O'Lakes continues to support the Iowa girls basketball tradition, along with many other youth programs throughout the Midwest. We believe the future of our communities will be driven by opportunities provided to young people today.
I'd like to introduce the Governor of Minnesota in attendance tonight at the Iowa Girls High School Basketball Tournament. Governor Arnie Carlson of Minnesota, his wife Susan, and their 9.5-year-old daughter Jessica. Good to have you here, Governor. Enjoy it.
Getting ready for second quarter play. Hubbard leading over Atlantic 21-17, and Mike Henderson. I think we got a ball game here.
Oh, we got a good one going. 7-8 lead changes that first quarter. It's going to be a good one for us, then.
Into Brinkmeyer, spin move, shot off the glass. Boy, she makes it look so easy.
And that's the best guard in the tournament. She just walks around right there.
Runchy's going to win her fair share, though, too, you know. 6-point lead. Here's Rhodes down the right side, and she hits it. Dina Rhodes. Keeping it close. It's a 4-point ball game. Brinkmeyer draws a crowd. Brinkmeyer a couple of days ago, scored the first 62 points in the ball game.
That's in the win over West Central.
Which is funny, it finished up with 65?
65 over 71.
Out of the 71, yeah. I asked her afterwards, did you know you were doing it? I didn't have a clue. She said, I didn't know the other team hadn't scored, the other players. Mandy Parrott for 2. Shows how unselfish the other team players are.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Weichel. She's got it. 25-21, Hubbard by 4. 6:47 to play in the half. Here's Atlantic. Parrott with a shot. Won't go. Rebound out of the by Bergeson. And they're going to walk. Tanya Weiner was bringing it up court, and the forward moved on her, I think, Mike. And
the forward move, then the foot move for Hubbard Radcliffe. 7th turnover.
Pretty clean basketball game so far in the turnover category, especially with all the pressure being put on by both ends. And a bad one there, and that'll be another turnover. This one on Hubbard. That's
5 for the Trojans, and you see Les Easier there in the background, cheering these Rebels on.
So the Rebels throw it in. Up court, off of Molitor's hands and out of bounds. Good idea, just not well executed. Well, in the first game, it was Cedar Rapids Jefferson over Solon, 70-51. And let's take a look at the turnover
stat. 8 for Hubbard Radcliffe, a 5 for the Trojans.
Heineck over that half-court line. Trojans really spread it out offensively. A little scoop shot. Oh, my. That's hard to make. Mandy Parrott gets it to go down. And Atlantic back within a bucket of 25-23. And right down the middle, Weichel wide open. Gets the assist from Lisa Brinkmeyer. And Hubbard quickly answers and up by 4.
She's amazing. She's on a different talent every night.
Here's Parrott. Nope. They try to save it, can't do it. Rebels get the basketball. (27-23), 5:42 to play in the first half. And a whistle across the way, and that's going to go against Atlantic. Tracy Struttelberg trying to deny a couple of the players the basketball.
I said something about Brinkmeyer's passing tonight. Of their points, there's five baskets by the other kid. You know how many assists Lisa Brinkmeyer has officially?
Let me guess.
5.
Brinkmeyer makes the free throw. She'll stay at the line for another one.
That means she's responsible for all of their points, either passing or shooting.
Hits it again. Up court. 29-23. Over the corner, long shot by Rhodes. Nope, of course, she can't get that down quite. And they're not going to count the bucket. They are going to count the foul on Stacy Bergeson of Hubbard Radcliffe.
You got 2 ladies, select official 2.
Free throw shot. Oh, and ran out, didn't it? Thought it was down, didn't get it down. Jana Hoig, the 70% free throw shooter from Atlantic. This one's good. And Atlantic close to a 5-point. 29-24 Hubbard. Both teams very deliberate to get a bucket each time down, Mike. Boy, every time they work their hardest. Brinkmeyer comes way out. Now she'll go back down underneath the bucket. They get it to her. Double team. Having troubles. That's going to be double dribble. So the turnover.
I'm going to say, when did I have control of it?
So Atlantic with an opportunity to try and close the gap here. Boy, the offense, look how widespread they get. They're trying to get that left lane open, but they stop, and Mandy Parrott hits a nice jumper. Parrott, who averages 17.9, and Mike Henderson, she's already got herself 10. 29-26. Hubbard's lead stands at 3. Brinkmeyer shot good. Lisa Brinkmeyer, how many she got, Mike? 23. She averages 41.2 points a ball game. Rhodes to Parrott. She'll shoot. She scores. Mandy Parrott again. A dozen for her. Weichel to Brinkmeyer. Molitor will shoot. She misses. Good rebound. Brinkmeyer gets it stripped, but Angie Runcie is going to get called for the foul.
I think that's 2 on Angie.
Yep, 2 fouls on Angie Runcie. 3:56 to go in our half. It's Hubbard on top by 3, 31-28. We'll be back right after this.
Norwest Bank salutes Iowa. The state's 6,284 Norwest employees are proud to call home.
Whether you live in town or on the farm, Your local Farm Mutual offers a variety of broad coverages that just can't miss. Farm Mutual, a policy of working together.
Rely on the experience of Bob Schaefer of Ringgold Mutual Insurance Association in Mount Ayr. In Sheraton, your Farm Mutual manager is Jerry Weiler at South Central Mutual Insurance Association. Visit the Appanoose Davis Mutual Insurance Association or one of its affiliated agents.
Hubbard on top by 3 with 3:56 to play in our first half. Victor and Mike Henderson. And let's take a look at the key stats.
Oh, look at that field goal shooting by Hubbard Radcliffe. 76.5%. Lisa Brinkmeyer is 8 or 9 from the field. The only one she missed was kind of an ill-advised three-pointer, so she's on quite a roll shooting. Brinkmeyer, 21 points, 5 assists.
And Brinkmeyer going to the free throw line, knocks it down. And the Rebels take a 4-point lead at 32-28.
I think I said she already had 23. I was 2 ahead of myself already.
And this free throw is up and good as well. A 5-point lead here. And Lisa Brinkmeyer is expected leading the way. Leineck will try and chip away here. Nice drive to the left side of the lane. It's up and good by Mandy Parrott. Parrott's had a couple of those drives, hadn't been able to get it down very much. Determined to do it. It's a 3-point ball game, and the ball goes out of bounds, but they give it back to the Rebels. Looking them back in on Brinkmeyer. Runchie over on Weichel to try to help out as well. And Brinkmeyer just pops it through from 6 out.
25, 9 or 10 from the field.
Lisa's having a good ball game, Mike. She's really shooting well. Ball knocked out of bounds. The Rebels have it.
That's the 6th turnover for Atlantic.
35-30, Hubbard leading in the basketball with 3:14 to go in the halftime.
He's in trouble.
Barely got it up there. Back to Brinkmeyer. Molitor will shoot. No good. Rebound, a long rebound. Runchie off of the rebound. There's a chance. She's going to get it for you. Angie Runchie. Leineck will shoot from 12. Nope. And I think we're going to have a foul on Shannon Nessa. Well, the crowd doesn't like it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, they got ball up and over. Whoops, we got a hip flying in there by somebody. It was a white one. It must have been. The hip was in there real early.
So Dina Rhodes will go to the line to shoot 2. 5 points tonight. And make it 6. 35-31. Has them back within 4 here, and Atlantic staying right with them. After quite a few lead changes in the early going. Second free throw is also good. The difference is 3. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the halftime. Whoops. Wasn't quite ready for it, and over and back.
10th turnover for the Rebels. 6 for Atlantic.
So Atlantic with an opportunity here to pull it in 1 with the bucket. Parrott. Nice shot. No! Won't go for it over the back of Mandy Parrott. Second foul on Parrott.
We're going to see it. Parrott comes in, gets squared up well for the shot, rolls on out. Parrott's momentum carries her right into Shannon Nessa.
Lisa Brinkmeyer will go to the free throw line. 26 points tonight. Make it 27 as she hits it. And put Hubbard Radcliffe up on top by 4, 36-32. 2:30 to play in the half. Second free throw, also good. Brinkmeyer, who will play at Drake University next year, on with Schulte. 37-32. And trying to answer the bucket is Parrott, but can't do it. Mandy's been off just a little bit tonight, even though she scored 14. under the 2-minute marker, and here's the Rebels. And the ball's thrown away. Who else? Angie Wrench, we told you about her all half. She's a good little guard. Shot at the other end. Good by Mandy Parrott of Atlantic for the Trojans. 37-34. They pulled within 3. There you see it. 1:40 to play in the halftime. Weichel, Brinkmeyer tries the bait. Oh! Fell down. Nothing called. Whoa! Things getting a little rough in there, aren't they? Long shot by Brinkmeyer. No good, but she gets her own rebound on the near side. Her and Angie Renzi had a little foot race that time. And now Angie is going to be called for reaching in. She does hustle.
Well, Atlantic was fortunate that they lasted that long in that possession without a foul. Rio pass across front. She's going for the steal, as she always does. She's got 3 for the contest, but she's forced a lot more action than that. But
Holly Sims is checked into the lineup, by the way, for Atlantic in the backcourt. Free throw up and good here by Sally Weichel. Another substitute coming in. This one for the Rebels will check in Lacey Brandt, a senior.
She saw a little action last night. Replaces Shannon Nessa.
Second free throw by Weichel is good. Make it 39-34. A 5-point lead with 1:10 to play in the halftime. Over the top, no problem for Atlantic. Atlantic trying to nip away and get it down to just a couple here. Parrott looked at it. No, she likes that shot, though. And that doesn't go down when she fouls.
3 fouls on Mandy Parrott.
Mandy Parrott picks up her 3rd foul of the basketball game. And Mandy, she likes that shot. You know, she'll come down to the baseline, little scoop shot. She made it earlier.
Oh, yeah, she'll make it. I tell you, Mick, I just don't want anybody to plan to go away here after we're done with 51 seconds. 2 of the most special young women that you'll ever meet are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight by George Turner. Just stay tuned, folks. Believe us.
Shot up and good by Brinkmeyer.
She's 9 of 10 from the field, 11 of 12 from the free throw line.
41-34. The lead goes to 7 with 48 seconds to play. Atlantic very patient offensively. Parrott.
Right now, Hubbard has his biggest lead of the contest at 7 points.
Atlantic looking up. I don't know if they want to take the last shot here or not. They still have 23 seconds to go, and Parrott, along with Hoig, are pretty content to wait to the last second. And I think that's what they're going to do. 12 seconds, 11 seconds to go in the halftime. Well, they'll have a chance to pull it in 5, I think. 3 seconds. Here comes Parrott. She shoots. No good. Rebound, Rebels. So that will bring the half to a close. And at halftime of the 6-on-6 championship game, it's Hubbard Radcliffe 41, Atlantic 34. We'll return with the Hall of Fame presentation right after this.
America's Bounty, brought to you by the 20 million people who put food on your table.
Drive carefully and be home by 10.
Ever since we started using Bucktril herbicide, old Buck's been spending a lot more time at the farm down the road. That's because Bucktril gives us fast knockdown on velvet leaf, cuckleburr, and other broadleaves. Plus, Bucktril lets us time our spray to the height of the weeds and not the corn. And that lets us adjust to Buck's new schedule.
When it comes to controlling broadleaf weeds in corn, nothing measures up to Bucktril.
You wouldn't think light bulbs have much to do with the price of bananas, beef, or bread. But when you consider there are millions of square feet to light in over 150 Hy-Vee food stores, a change from 4-tube fixtures to more efficient 2-tube fixtures is a very bright idea. That's one of the many ways we found to cut expenses at Hy-Vee. And when we save, you save. Low prices, all day, every day, at Hy-Vee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jan Jensen and Miss Lynn Lorenzen. It's 1987, and this high school player has led the state and the nation in scoring at 66.2 average points per game and is one of the most highly recruited players in Iowa history. But first, let's recap briefly her high school career. Twice, she is first-team All-State and AAU Player of the Year, is a Midwest Regional AAU All-American and part of a team touring the Soviet Union. She ends her career with the second highest scoring average for a season in Iowa and a 105-point individual game. She is signed at Drake early, due partly to a long-standing friendship with the late Jim Duncan. Well, her Drake University year, freshman year, is an adjustment year to the five-player, but does she ever do it well? Her final 3 seasons at Drake, she leads her team in scoring and rebounding, and her senior season leads the team in 5 separate categories. As a result, she is a Sports Illustrated Player of the Week, named to both Kodak and Basketball Weekly All-American lists, and leads both her team and the nation's Division I players in scoring at 29.6 points per game. But basketball is just part of her life. The academic side also shines. On the dean's list 6 semesters, the president's list twice with straight 4-point averages, on the Gateway Conference honor roll 4 times, 3 times a district academic All-American, and a first-team GTE academic All-American as a junior. And through it all, she had used her grandmother, 1921 Hall of Famer Dorcas Anderson of Audubon, as inspiration. Her senior season, she has chosen an NCAA postgraduate scholarship recipient, winner of the Baden Women's Basketball Coaches Scholarship, and another from the Basketball Writers Association. But the final honor is the capper to an illustrious career. Already the NCAA Division I scoring leader, she is named the GTE Academic All-America Player of the Year in Division I in women's basketball. Following graduation from Drake, she plays professionally for a year in Germany, where her team wins the German Cup. But her heart is right here in Iowa. Returning, she joins the Drake women's basketball staff as assistant coach and is currently enjoying her first year in the coaching profession. Future plans may include a master's and doctorate in higher education with a later move to the academic side of college life. No one will ever wear her number 13 at Drake, as the university has retired her number. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, a high school and collegiate All-American, the nation's leading NCAA Division I scorer, and the GTE Academic All-America Player of the Year. From Elkhorn-Kimballton, 1987, Hall of Famer Jan Jensen. The year is 1984, and this gangly freshman leads her team to an unbeaten regular season and to the state meet, giving just a little indication of what may come. She sets records for points per game average, and field goal percentage for freshmen that still stand. Her sophomore year, almost a carbon copy of the first, 25 wins, 3 losses, all to larger schools, and again all-time records for total points, points per game, and field goal percentage for sophomores. As a junior, another unbeaten season, but a 2-point overtime loss in the regional final prevents a third straight trip to state. She again is a record setter in scoring average and second on the list in both total points and field goal percentage. As a sophomore and junior, she's first-team All-State following a third-team berth as a freshman. But the senior season, she and her teammates' dedication to winning a state championship come to fruition. The team enters the state meet with 27 straight wins, and they go through the 4-game state meet with a 93-point per game average and the state championship. She breaks the all-time scoring record held by Denise Long for Iowa and for the nation in a first-round sectional game. With games of 62, 61, 58, and 59 points at state, she establishes a new Iowa and American mark of 6,736 points, beating the old mark by 384 points. As might be expected, honors follow. She is the all-tournament team captain, is first-team All-State for the third year, is named to the All-American teams by Converse, Gatorade, Women's Basketball News Service, McGregor, Sports News, and Parade Magazine. She is the Des Moines Register's Prep Player of the Year, named Miss Iowa Basketball, has a park dedicated in her name in Ventura, and finally is named by the Atlanta, Georgia Tip-Off Club as recipient of the Naismith Award, honoring the top high school girls basketball player in the United States. She signs to play collegiately at Iowa State and distinguishes herself as she ends her career with top 10 placings in 11 career and 2 season statistics and is team captain and MVP. Academics also play a large role in her life. She is twice first-team All-Big 8 academic and graduates with over a 3-point average. Currently, she's teaching Spanish to over 300 students grade 1 through 8 in Mazan, Illinois, and she hopes to further her education with a goal of teaching English to Spanish-speaking students. Welcome now to the Hall of Fame, the lady who hit over 70% of her field goals in high school, who averaged over 60 points a game for her 4-year high school career, the most prolific scorer in both Iowa and the nation's history with 6,736 points, truly an All-American from Ventura, 1987, Lynn Lorenzen. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a fine Iowa welcome to 2 of the most illustrious members of the Hall of Fame, Jan Jensen and Lynn Lorenzen. The Iowa girls are proud to welcome Jan and Lynn into the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's prestigious Hall of Fame. The E. Wayne Cooley Award is a $10,000 scholarship presented each year to an individual who best exemplifies the Iowa girl. The person selected must demonstrate strong citizenship, academic achievement, athletic accomplishment, integrity, and character. The scholarship jury has chosen a remarkable achiever, a consistent contributor to the welfare and health of her school district. Academic achievement is unquestioned, being a 4-year academic letter winner, having earned 12 college credits while in high school, 4-year honor roll, National Honor Society membership, a 4-point grade point average. School activities are pronounced at the highest level in volleyball, basketball, 16 athletic letters, excellence in band and speech, athletically obtaining the highest honor available 2 consecutive years on first all-state volleyball teams. Community health and welfare contribution is channeled through her helping establish the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Student Action Volunteers for the Environment. As we now congratulate and wish her well, please recognize the awardee of the E. Wayne Cooley College Scholarship, $10,000 for future enrichment of her life and the lives of those she may touch. From Essex High School, Brandy Ocean. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the cleanest show in town.
We're at halftime, 41-34. Hubbard leads over Atlantic. We pause for these messages from your local station.
Now you can make a power play with the Iowa Lottery. Just buy $3 or more of Powerball plays, and you get a free $100,000 cash game Easy Pick. A hat trick of this gives you a free shot at this. Now, pucker up and make the power play.
So smile, that $1 million smile. It's a great chance to change your life.
Danny Walker puts everything he has into everything he does. It's something he learned from his dad. As one of 250,000 family farmers who make up the farmland system, Mike Walker puts everything he has into producing better food. That's why farmland foods are the best they can be. It's not easy, but Mike knows the extra effort's worth it. It's something he learned from his son. Farmland, better farming, better food.
It might not make a big difference to you that your Farm Bureau agent is one of the industry's best trained. Then again, maybe it will. You might not be impressed that your Farm Bureau agent is always looking for innovative insurance and financial solutions. But someday, you might be. And you might not think it's important to plan for your future with a preferred client review. But maybe you should. The Farm Bureau family. Our most important policy is caring.
Cool tonight, mild tomorrow. I'll have your forecast after the game.
The 1993 Iowa Girls Basketball Tournament Championship Finals are brought to you by Cenex Land O'Lakes Ag Services and their farmer members. We're celebrating 34 years of sponsoring the Girls State Basketball Championships on statewide TV. By Farm Mutual Insurance, perfect for on the farm or in town. Farm Mutual, a policy of working together. Iowa's Rural Electric Cooperatives, serving over 150,000 homes, farmers, and businesses, and in all 99 counties. And by Hy-Vee Food Stores, where you'll find low prices all day, every day.
Victor with Mike Henderson back at Betts Auditorium before the start of the second half. Let's go to courtside. The Iowa boy, Chuck Offenberger, with Senator Chuck Grassley.
Hey, thank you, Mick. We're here with the Grassleys, Senator Chuck Grassley and wife Barbara. Glad to have you here at the state tournament. You guys are real veterans here. Senator, how long have you been coming to the girls' state tournament?
This is 14 years in a row. Now, I used to come before that, but we've kind of made a family event of it. I've got 14 members of my family here.
Good paying customer, I think. Barbara Grassley, what is Senator Chuck Grassley like? You've known him an awful long time. Give us a wife's insight into this guy.
How long have you got? No, he loves coming to this because it is a family occasion for us, and we especially enjoyed the 6-on-6. I'll get you a plug for that. And it's just the color and the excitement. It just, it's neat.
Glad to have you here. Senator, what's it been like in Washington with the new administration coming in? Change of flavor around town? How's it seem to you?
Well, it seems like the president and his wife have grabbed a hold of a lot of key issues that need to be worked on and doing it effectively, not necessarily in a way that I agree with, but still I got to give them credit for getting off to a very fast start.
Are you, have you met him? Have you been around him closely?
A week ago, can you believe it? He came to the Republican caucus. We invited him and he came. And then this week, his wife came to discuss health stuff. So I've had an opportunity to be close to him and visit with him, each one once since he's been sworn in.
Grassley, thanks for coming and joining us. We appreciate you being back at the Girls State Tournament.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you, Barbara.
We're at halftime. It's 41-34. Hubbard on top. We'll be back right after this.
Norwest Bank salutes Iowa. The state's 6,284 Norwest employees are proud to call home.
I'm Dave Seelden from Cenex Land Lakes. Please join me in congratulating Clyde and Ann Bunker of Delta, Utah. They produce some of the world's top quality forage. Tell us about your success at the World's Forage Super Bowl.
Well, Dave, our entry of Legend Alfalfa Cubes beat out more than 400 entries from 24 different states.
And we took home the grand champion prize.
Hey, that's terrific. And we wish you both continued success.
Thank you.
Menards and Deft make your wood finishing project easy. Get professional-looking results with Deft stains on sale for just $4.94 a quart. Deft polyurethane for hard-use areas is now $5.95 a quart. And save on a beautiful selection of Diamond F light fixtures, including wall lights, ceiling lights, and chandeliers. Choose a ribbed glass ceiling light for just $8.88. Brighten your home with savings from Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Mick Kerr, Mike Henderson back at Betts Auditorium, and the Iowa boy. Chuck Offenberger is standing by with Ewayne Cooley and Brandy Ocean. Chuck?
Thank you, Mick. I guess we're going to have a special presentation here. It's the actual formal presentation of the E. Wayne Cooley Scholarship. I don't often get this close to $10,000. Wayne, you want to do the honors?
Oh, I'd love to do this. Miss Brandy, please accept that $10,000 check to be applied towards your college scholarship. And I want you to know I wish you very, very well.
Brandy Ocean from Essex down in southwest Iowa. You came to the state tournament. You had a great couple of games. You had a good week up here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a really good week. Lots of fun. I'm getting a little tired, but it's been really exciting.
You're headed for where in college?
I'm going to go to Drake University.
It's been fun having you around Des Moines this week. The Essex girls had a good time?
Yeah, we've had fun. We wish we could have won one more, but we're happy with ourselves and happy with our season.
Wayne Cooley, there has been some speculation around here this week of who might succeed you when you decide to retire. Have you got, you going to tell us anything here? Who might it be?
Of course, I'm going to make it known right now. Brandy Ocean.
Thank you for joining us. Congratulations again, Brandy. Up to you, Mick Trier.
Thank you, Chuck. We're getting ready to start second half play. 41-34. Mike Henderson, I don't think that would be too bad to work for. What do you think?
I don't either.
I think we got some stats here coming up here. This ball game just underway. Second half, 41-34. And look at the stats there, Mike, if you will. 70%. Hubbard Radcliffe still shooting that well.
Oh, yeah, 70% in the field. 14 of 20 they hit in that first half. 13 of 14 free throws. Of course, of that, Lisa Brinkmeyer, 29 points. She was 9 of 11 from the field, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. The two she missed were a desperation three-point shot at the end and another three-pointer early.
Lisa Brinkmeyer at the line makes the first one, makes it a 42-34 ball game with 7:44 to play.
And I'm on my second line for her.
In the third quarter, second free throw, no good. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the coaches have changed here in the locker rooms during the halftime. Atlantic, offensively, spread it out.
Walk.
Dina Rhodes with too many stutter steps there.
That's the 7th turnover for Atlantic. In the first half, Hubbard had 11, Atlantic had 6. And as I say, that was their 7th.
Trying to get up across the half-court line, they do. Hubbard Radcliffe for the white uniforms, the Rebels at 26-0, part of that #1 ranking. And Les Heiser. How long has he been looking for a championship here, Mike?
He said, you talk about me missing three-pointers all the time. I'll show you guys.
44-34, the lead goes to 10. 7 minutes to go, third quarter here. Atlantic needing a bucket. Hogle try and change it. Can't do it. Rebound hauled out of there by Ferguson. Atlantic steals the back. Yes, got it for 2. Mandy Parrott with a bucket.
Big steal by Dina Rhodes there.
45-36. Atlantic playing some tough D. Brinkmeyer stops, shoots, good for 2. Bodies on the floor, nothing called.
Is everybody getting up?
Brinkmeyer's getting up. You can see how slow she's getting up. Atlantic at the other end. Barrett out to Rhodes. Here's a three-pointer. No good. The only one that's really shot three-pointers this year was Dina Rhodes. She shot 125. Made 47. Timeout of the floor with 6:10 to go in our third quarter. It's Hubbard 46, Atlantic 36, and we'll be back right after this.
She did that drop step on you. Abby was coming from another side.
These are treasured natural resources, the envy of the world. And today they have a new lease on life. They're no-till corn acres. The people who work them are seeing less erosion, more soil moisture, and some serious needs. For burn down of emerged weeds, for residual control while the corn grows. They're finding what they need. Extrazine 2. The people who go no-till go Extrazine 2.
Nearly 60 years ago, rural electric cooperatives brought electricity to small towns and farmyards for the first time. Today, your electric cooperative does more than supply safe and reliable electric service. We also bring the most technologically advanced services to homes and farms, as well as to business and industry. We make communities stronger through economic development, and we help you use energy more efficiently. We're your member-owned electric cooperative, and we're working for you.
47-36, it's Hubbard Radcliffe winning over Atlantic with 6:10 to go. The scoring leaders at the half, Mike.
Well, Mandy Parrott with 16, Jana Hoig 11, Dina Rhodes with 7 for Atlantic. Brinkmeyer, 29 points and 5 assists. Weichel with 8, Manager with 4.
Hubbard Radcliffe will have the basketball. And this 11-point lead here right now. Long pass inbounds, and they'll get it into the half-court line. Up court they go. Here goes the Manater. Show! Missed the layup. Christy Manater, and now a loose ball goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Rebels of Hubbard Radcliffe. Weichel to Brinkmeyer. And a whistle before the shot.
I think it was before the shot. No basket. That was Roger Smokey Barr from Storm Lake going through the motion. No basket.
Manater will inbounds it. Brinkmeyer, a little spin move, won't go, gets her on rebound, takes it to the other side of the bucket, and she gets it. 37 points for Brinkmeyer. Three-pointer, yes, got it. Mandy Parrott from long range knocks it down. And we have got a 10-point ball game. (49-39). And there you can see Don Jenkins, the head coach of Atlantic, wanting to take a timeout.
Down there. What geez?
We'll be back right after this.
Now that ethanol has replaced lead and gas, the air's a lot cleaner for everyone, especially kids. Cars are emitting less carbon monoxide, which helps hold down ozone pollution in our cities. And that detergent additive in ethanol keeps dirty gas from clogging fuel injectors. You don't need as much foreign oil either. And ethanol has opened new markets for American farmers. Cleaner air, cleaner lungs, and cars that run cleaner too. All from a homegrown product. Guess ethanol gives us all a boost.
Available at your Cenex or Land O'Lakes Cooperative.
Second bits in Detroit and Des Moines. Mixture of Mike Henderson for the Girls Athletic Union. 6-on-6 championship game. We still have 5:24 to play in our third. And Hubbard leading 49-39. Here's the Rebels. Weichel. Brinkmeyer. That's going to fall. Nope. Almost went down, Mike. Foul on Abinah. And Brinkmeyer will go to the free throw line. Let's see the replay.
Watch her come under here. Now, maybe. Whoa! Watch the ball. Nope, we didn't get to see it. It almost fell. Very obviously foul.
Free throw, nothing but net.
Atlantic guards building up a lot of fouls, but they're keeping them pretty well spread out. 11 fouls, 4 each for Stuhlberg and Knopp, 3 for Runching.
Second free throw, no good. The lead stands at 11 by Hubbard. And he just hadn't been able to run and make a little run here. Double dribble called the turnover against the Trojans, and that'll be 9 TOs, turnovers on Atlantic.
And last night, Hubbard didn't make a turnover in the second half because there were 3 seconds left. They don't have many again tonight when they had 11 and a half. I don't think any. One uncorrected.
Weichel from the line. No good. Atlantic out for the rebound. Well, the Trojans just need to try and get somewhat of a little run going here. Parrott over to Rhodes. Here's a little 8-footer. Won't go. Rebound Hubbard. Hubbard's keeping the one shot per try too, Mike. Oh, look at Brinkmeyer all the way down and under and scoop and score.
Ooh, scary, scary, scary potential.
52-39. Shot to the other end, no good. It'll be Hubbard Radcliffe basketball.
I'd like to see how much that 2 rules on that one on shot or pass.
4:23 to go in the third. Don Jenkins with a concerned look. Baseball pass. Brinkmeyer goes to the floor hard. And it'll be Atlantic basketball. And a collision. And a foul is going to be on Weichel. And right through. Sally Weichel will call for the foul. Watch this collision.
Coming up the floor. Whew. That was pretty close to it. Look at the screen right there, Mick. Pretty close.
52-49 or 52-39. Ball stolen away momentarily, but they're going to give it back a traveling call. Give it back to Atlantic.
Good effort by guard. We haven't said much about in 2 nights. She just kind of stays in there, stays steady. Number 40, Tanya Winter.
You know, we talked about Don Jenkins. You know, his wife was an all-stater from Milford.
Oh, yeah. Nancy was a whale athlete. Played both forward and guard.
Ball lost across the way, and it'll be Atlantic basketball. Four minutes to play, third quarter, 6-on-6 championship. Nice feed inside. Kick it back out. Here's the shot. No good. Just not getting it to go down quite yet. Just having a tough time getting it down.
Oh, they sure are running their offense pretty well. Now, we've seen a lot of players just really giving your all going to the floor after the ball and everything. Parrott went clear off the floor onto the concrete that time.
Brinkmeyer down the middle. Scoop blocked, and a foul's going to be called. Angie Runcie gets the call.
Next time down, next foul on this end of the floor will be the 5th one on somebody, as everybody has scored. Brinkmeyer, great change of pace. Runcie gets it on them.
Brinkmeyer to the line. It's a no. 52-39, Hubbard. 40 points tonight. Make it 41 for Brinkmeyer. Just about at her average, a couple more points.
Yeah, but she's got 8 minutes now, 11 minutes left.
Atlantic needs a bucket. Hogue. Nope, still can't get it down. Good hustle out there after it. Dina Barrows runs it down. They're certainly giving them the shots from 8-9 feet out, but they're not going to give them anything in that paint. There's that scoop shot that Mandy Parrott likes so well. So Hubbard Radcliffe an opportunity to build on the lead. Bring it out here. There's a backdoor pass. Weichel. Somebody overplayed, and Sally Weichel got the easy two.
And somebody found her going down that lane wide open. Brinkmeyer, another assist.
55-39. Trying to answer, and they do. With Jana Hoy. Boy, that's who they need to get hot out
Well,
there.
that's only their 7th point of this third quarter.
2:30 to go. Good hustle there by Runcie, but ooh, can't get it.
And she lands in row 4.
Get an overhead look here where the Rebels inbounds it here on the near side. 55-41 our lead. The Brinkmeyer and gave her the backside. Yeah. Lisa Brinkmeyer. She can do it all, can't she? 43 points for Brinkmeyer, and the clock still ticking here. A foul at the other end is going to be called on Hubbard Radcliffe on Tanya Winter.
Tanya Winter just trying to deny Mandy Parrott to the ball as she came across the lane low.
So Atlantic will just throw it in here with 2:12 to go in our third. Earlier game, 5-on-5. Cedar Rapids Jeff, an easy win over Solon, 70-51. Shot no good by Atlantic. Sometimes you get to trying just a little too hard, Mike. Yeah, I think that was one of them. You're trying to get that ball to go down. Weichel, the assist from Brinkmeyer, but no. Back out of there. Getting a foul. Yep. Molitor, or Manager.
Not a popular call, but I think when really a good call.
As Heiser of Hubbard Radcliffe looking on. And the ball's going up. Yeah, here come the Rebels. Brinkmeyer takes it to the hoop and scores.
How'd you like that assistant? That pass out of the backcourt for Mesa. Hit it right on the go.
59-41, 45 points for Lisa Brinkmeyer. Here's Parrott taken to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled. She will go to the line, fouled there by Tanya Winter of Hubbard Radcliffe.
That was kind of their double play combination in softball from Mesa at second to Brinkmeyer to basket.
Free throw up and good by Mandy Parrott. 65% free throw shooter. 22 tonight. That's 5 above her average, by the way. For Parrott, second one is no good. Well, Atlantic trying to extend those guards out. Angie Renzi is going to get called for the foul. That's going to be her 5th. And she was trying to deny Lisa Brinkmeyer the ball.
Yeah, those two kids have really worked hard.
Here's the shot underneath, good by Christy Manitou.
I think it was a pass all the way she indicates to her teammates on the bench.
61-42. Shot no good. Rebound Radcliffe. That'll be a foul on Mandy Parrott.
Mandy Parrott.
Everything's going Hubbard Radcliffe's way right now.
Big quarter. Because we were 41-34 at half, which means 28 this quarter.
So again, the Rebels will throw it in as Atlantic has Runchi sit down, getting into foul trouble. Shot no good. Hustle for the ball. Goes out of bounds and right back to Hubbard.
They get some matchup combinations now. Quickness-wise, Runchi's the only one that's been able to stay with Brinkmeyer. Now we'll probably have Strudelberg on her most of the way.
Yeah, you got Holy Sims and Strudelberger.
Nope, Knopp's going to guard it.
Yeah, I'll switch Amy Knopp over. She's 5'8". They give away a couple inches anyway. Not going to give up as much quickness. 30 seconds to go on the quarter here. Hubbard Radcliffe, but even they bring it out, they always dart those people towards the bucket. Brinkmeyer. The shot from the backside, no good. Rebound, Brinkmeyer, back up, no good. And here comes Atlantic, 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Rhodes inside to Parrott, shoots good. So 3 quarters are done, 1 quarter to go, and 6-on-6 championship basketball. It's Hubbard 61, Atlantic 44, and we'll be back with the final 8 minutes in just a moment.
Ever think of your local Cenex or Land O'Lakes Cooperative as a landmark? Sure, it's no Grand Canyon or Eiffel Tower, but it's been there for a while, a long while. At Cenex Land O'Lakes, our roots run deep. We're committed to the country and to making your community a better place to live. Your local Cenex or Land O'Lakes Co-op, a symbol of the country way of doing things.
Norwest Bank salutes Iowa. The state's 6,284 Norwest employees are proud to call home.
You know how great it feels to save money. Well, Hy-Vee employees help their stores save thousands of dollars every year. From simplifying business procedures to simply reusing shipping materials. Employees' cost-saving ideas get them directly involved in the decision-making process that helps Hy-Vee cut expenses. And that helps us keep the prices low for you. Low prices all day, every day at Hy-Vee.
Back at Vincent Auditorium, let's go to the Iowa boy, Chuck Offenberger.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jim Kelly, the retired principal at Mediapolis High School. In your career there, you saw 21 state tournament appearances by Mediapolis, more than any other school.
That's right. Coach McLaren, once he came to Waterloo in '62, came 21 out of the next 26 years.
Special memory, a state tournament, that many state tournaments.
I think the real one was in '71 in a semifinal game when we played Montezuma. They had won 89 straight ball games, and we defeated them in the semifinals, 104 to 103. The ironic thing was we didn't win the state tournament.
Thank you, Jim Kelly.
Thank you, Chuck Offenberger. A couple of buckets by both teams, 63-47, 7:30 to go. We're underway with our fourth and final quarter of play, and a shot up and good. Mandy Parrott trying to catch fire here for her team and bring Don Jenkins Trojans back in here a little closer here. Trying to make a little run at them, but it has been tough. Brinkmeyer, no good. Rebound, Weichel. And it's her. Weichel, then Brinkmeyer. Pretty unselfish front court, I'll tell you, Mike.
Yes, they are.
Here's Weichel's shot, in and out, no good. Good rebound, good blocking out by Atlantic.
Everybody's just tired right now. They're playing a little tired.
6:47 still remaining. Three-pointer, good!
Oh, she's trying to bring them back. That's 5 points by the sophomore, Sarah McLaren, just put in at the quarter break.
Well, she was 3 of 12 during the year, and she knocks that one down, and that quickly will bring you back in if you hit a couple of those. And there's going to be a foul at the other end of the court, however. Tracy Struttelberg whistled for the foul.
Do you think maybe Coach Don Jenkins would like to go over to the Hubbard Radcliffe kids and say, does this bring back memories of Cedar Rapids?
How many is that?
Don Jenkins and...
You remember Cedar Rapids now. They're up 15, and 11-4 in the third to win the state championship. It never happened.
63-52. Sally Weichel to the line. 12 points tonight for Sally. Still 6:30 remaining, Mike. It's so good. Second free throw good as well. 65-52, the lead at 13. Still a lot of time remaining, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how much McLaren has played this year, but Coach Jenkins didn't hesitate at all. But
look at that. Nice drive, Sarah McLaren.
He's 3 for 3, 7 points.
And only a sophomore, and Atlantic's got an injured player down here, and it's McLaren. McLaren, who's hit a 3 and hit a deuce, is injured, and I think she's hurt her right ankle. I didn't see how she did it.
Two real bad things just happened to Atlantic. At one end, we got McLaren getting hurt. Here we come. She's driving the base. Gets in. That was Plant. Plant's hit her foot. We haven't seen anything yet. Whoops, it's after. She may have stepped on the foot of Dina Rhodes.
We'll be back right after
the other end.
It feeds a nation, a planet. Some say it's as valuable as gold. And today it's grown in a whole new way. It's no-till corn. And while the people growing it have seen less erosion and more soil moisture, they've also seen some real needs. For burn down emerged weeds, for residual control while the corn grows. They have found the answer. Extrazine 2. The people who go no-till go Extrazine 2.
A brief reminder from Farm Mutual. Whether you live in the country or in town, you don't have to have a cow to call us. Farm Mutual, a policy of working together.
For insurance in town or on the farm, see Cliff Strovers at Poweshiek Mutual Insurance Association. Mark Woodruff will work for you at the Van Buren Mutual Insurance Association in Keosauqua. Your Farm Mutual manager is Paul Messerly at the Wapello Mutual Insurance Association.
Victor Mike Henderson back at Vincent Auditorium, where we have 6:08 to play, and Hubbard Radcliffe winning over Atlantic 65-54. Here's the stats for you, Mike.
Well, Hubbard Radcliffe continues that outstanding shooting, 59 to 44%. something that's changed since halftime, though, that rebound total. Hubbard Radcliffe now approximately twice as many rebounds.
Lisa Brinkmeyer here getting ready to go to the free throw line here for Hubbard Radcliffe.
Interesting number just tossed at me. Sarah McLaren played 37 seconds, scored 7 points.
And then was injured and is sitting on the sidelines in a lot of pain. Second free throw no good. Here comes Atlantic. Well, they had a little bit of a roll going, but let's see if they can continue it here. Mandy Parrott. Hoig from 3, no. Rebound out of there by Shannon Nessa of Hubbard Radcliffe, and here come the Rebels. Nice drive by Weichel, stops and shoots. Good, no good. Gets her on rebound, however. Rebels very patient offensively. Brinkmeyer. Weichel. Working a little of the clock off here. Brinkmeyer almost lost the ball. Very patient. Brinkmeyer double team. They'll leave Weichel open and she'll fire and she'll hit it. Sally Weichel for 2.
Weichel's had a nice championship game. That's 16 for her.
Open, so why not shoot it? And Hoig does, but misses. Gets her own rebound momentarily, and then she's fouled. There's the injured player, Sarah McLaren. Yeah.
I would be surprised if it was anything but an ankle that she stepped on Jenna Hoig's foot. Looked like
Dina Rhodes' foot.
Dina Rhodes, excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, one of the blondes.
Well, I'll tell you, that's too bad, because she came in and gave a little spark to this team. She had it going.
7 points in 37 seconds, Mike. That's throwing them around pretty fast.
Boy, that is, and a three-pointer and a quick layup. I think needing a bucket here. They trail by 14. Down the middle, they stop, shoot, no, can't get it. Boy, it always bounces off that backside of the iron. I can see that Don Jenkins, every time it comes out of it, I can see him over there, and he's just, oh man, I can't believe this. Hubbard Radcliffe, though, Mike, has really played well. They've really got a workmanlike production here.
Well, the underrated part, we haven't said much about their guards at all. We keep talking Brinkmeyer, then we talked a good balance of the other four. Talked a little bit about Nessa, but forgotten in that whole mix, Tanya Winter and Stacy Bergeson. They've done a great job of staying out of foul trouble, I think, more than anything else this week.
Brinkmeyer to the line again. Up, good.
47.
So we'll stay at the line for another one. Missed it. This one out, they'll give it to Hubbard Radcliffe. 4 minutes, 28 seconds to play in the 6-on-6 championship ball game. Hubbard Radcliffe, a workmanlike offense they run. You come out and put too much pressure, and they go right around you. Here's Weichel. Yep, got it for 2. 18. 71-54.
That's 8 assists for Lisa Brinkmeyer.
Atlantic will try it from the three-point range, and they find it, Mandy Parrott. Parrott hadn't shot many during the early 33, even though she made half of those.
Well, Parrott played most of the season in the guard court.
That's true. Moved over after a while.
She didn't come in until Beth Pellet tore up her knee in the last regular season game against Carol Kemper and was lost for the season. Pellet hopes to continue her career at Creighton. She was signed early, but will have to probably sit out next year.
Yeah, it was a 3-event winner in the state track meet as well, so that tells you how good an athlete she is. 71-57, and all along Lisa Brinkmeyer. Brinkmeyer just put it up and makes it 73-57. And the ball's still in the way, but the defense you talked about, Mike, Shannon Nessa. Back to Brinkmeyer. She shoots and scores.
Don't think I'd give her that lane.
And there's going to be a timeout by Atlantic. Don Jenkins wants to talk things over. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back right after this.
You're gonna see the light. We're gonna see you through. You know if you think right, we're always always there for you.
Wherever Iowans gather, more are covered by the plans of Blue Cross and Blue Shield than any other.
Don't you know it's true? You just can't beat the blues. Don't you know it's true? You just can't beat the blues.
Biodegradability, oxygenated fuels, sustainable agriculture. Since the environment's become a priority, a lot of new words have cropped up. But at Cenex Land O'Lakes, the environment has always been important. And now we're taking action in every area: feed, seed, petroleum, and agronomy. So when you hear all the new environmental words, remember a couple that have been around a while: Cenex and Land O'Lakes.
Here's Brinkmeyer's last shot, Mike.
Well, they just give her the straight lane, right straight down the lane. She'll kill you with that shot. And just a great performance. 51 points, 8 assists. We're going to hear more from her later tonight. And, of course, what do you think? The two people we've seen on the floor tonight, did Lisa Bluter have a fine recruiting class, or didn't she?
She's been smiling from the tournament started, I'll tell you.
Karen Soley, Lisa Brinkmeyer.
Lisa Bluter, the head coach at Drake. Shot by Atlantic, up and good. 2:56 to play in this championship ball game. 75-59. A hard-fought one here tonight by both squads.
We're looking at what could be the first small school state champion since Ventura. And you know who played for that team? Lynn Lorenzen, who was honored just a few minutes ago.
Gonna have a foul called here on Tracy Struttelberg. Here comes some substitutes as Don Jenkins licks on for Atlantic. Nobody works any harder than him either.
Boy, this is early.
Danielle Ostrom's coming in here for Hubbard Radcliffe.
Oh, I thought they were bringing two forwards in. One forward and one guard. Branch played quite a bit. Ostrom was replacing manager. Ostrom played, she played when Brinkmeyer got in foul trouble when he was there at Frank Park, and she did a nice job.
Brinkmeyer's free throw good, 76-59. And the second free throw is also good. The lead at 18 here by Hubbard Radcliffe. And the ball is almost stolen away. Atlantic comes up with it. Three-pointer? No, off the mark. And at half court, I think if Hubbard Radcliffe goes over cross, it'll be Atlantic ball.
Yep.
So a 2:21 to play in the basketball game. Mike, I know we haven't talked a whole lot here about the 6-on-6, 5-on-5 next year's tournament. What does it look like?
Well, I think everything that we've seen, because the board action now is that there will be a tournament. But I think there probably may have to be some reevaluation of this. But as right now, the will be a 6-player tournament next year, but that would be the final season, and that 5-player basketball definitely will be classified next year. Should this be the last state tournament for 6-player? Well, we've had a fine one to end up on, Mick, and it's really been a good tournament. I've enjoyed the whole thing, and all the games have really been a class field all the way through.
Shot by Atlantic, back up and good. Makes it 77-61 as they pull it in 16 with 2:08 to go in this basketball game. Talk more here in a moment.
And should the worst of some people's players come to mind at this point, even if it is that this is the last 6-player game ever played in the state, hey, it's a grand lady, and they did its job. And focused on the Iowa girl athlete in every sport, has made so many things possible for so many people.
74 years of excitement and thrills, and boy, I'll tell you, shot up and good here by Danielle Ostrom. Makes it good. And that'll make the score 79-61.
And, Mick, I did some research for one of our affiliate stations, news department for KCCI in Des Moines. Asked me how many people had attended the state tournament in the 74 years. I came up with 4,200,000 people attending the tournament. Tonight, by the way, we have between 12 and 13,000. I just got the official attendance. And 15,600 girls have played in the state tournament in the 74 years.
79-63, a minute 37 to play. And a lot of those girls that played here in the 6-on-6 went on to play, of course, 5-on-5, and were very, very productive. And
well, we saw two of them on the floor just a minute ago.
It's true. Outside to Weichel. She'll take it to the hoop and score. 81-63.
And Mick, it's been a great night for the veteran coaches in the state. The people who have stuck with it. Of course, Larry Niemeyer, Jefferson team won the 5-player championship. Right now, it looks like a 39-year coaching veteran, Les Heiser of Hubbard Radcliffe, has a good leg up on his first ever state championship.
54 seconds to play. Radcliffe shot good. Danielle Ostrom hits the shot. Makes it 83-65. And it looks like Hubbard Radcliffe is going to join Cedar Rapids Jefferson here. A traveling call. Well, certainly Mike Henderson, times do change, and they move on whether some people like it or not. And I've seen a lot of basketball, 6-on-6 and 5-on-5, and only time will tell.
Well, yes, and our kids adjust fast. They adjust very fast. 58 girls out of graduated from Iowa high schools played in Division I collegiate basketball this year. Well, more than half of them out of the 6-player field, and I tell you, we're proud of those young ladies. We wish we could keep them all in the state, but and we also realize sending kids to Division I scholarship isn't our purpose either. But that's
41 seconds to play in this one here. Hubbard Radcliffe getting some people in, some new people, leading 83-65, and Atlantic doing it as well. Both coaches trying to get some state playing experience here for some girls as they go throughout their life, an opportunity to say that they played at state. Right. The big barn, as they call it, Betts Auditorium. 17 seconds, shot no good, but a foul is going to be called. So that will send Atlantic to the free throw line. And the Rebels starting to celebrate a little on the sideline. Free throw no good. Second free throw, it's good. 83-66. And it'll be a foul across the way. But you know, I was talking to quite a few people, Mike, that came here. Let's see what Lee Heiser has to say on the sideline.
You realize...
There he is, Leslie. I'll tell you, he's a grand gentleman. He might be speechless over there. I think he got kind of choked up, don't you think, talking to the players?
I think the players said something he wasn't expecting. I'm not sure what.
Here's the free throw. It's good. 85-66. 13 seconds to go. Past that half-court line to the final 8 seconds of this tournament.
And guess what? There's a coach's daughter and a coach's granddaughter going after the ball. Don Jenkins' daughter and Les Heiser's granddaughter, Kendra Larson.
4 seconds. The shot in and out, no good. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll be the buzzer and the ball game.
Good job.
Thanks, Mike. That's what I want.
That's what I got.
85-66, the final score. Hubbard Radcliffe, your 6-on-6 champion for 1993. A great win over Atlantic and a great tournament and a great basketball game. Now let's go down to the court and George Turner.
For the 4th straight year, we're presenting the Norwest Bank Iowa Scholarship Award. The superior display of courtesy and sportsmanship during this last week by a tournament team, its coaches, cheerleaders, and fans has been voted upon by a panel of veteran tournament observers. The elected school is receiving two $500 scholarships to be presented by the school to one male and one female student athlete or cheerleader in any sport of that school. The two scholarships are funded through courtesy of Norwest Banks, Iowa. Receiving the award for six-player basketball is Coach Mike Vint of Pella. Now let's meet the six-player all-tournament team. The awards will be presented by Keith Sasteen, President of the Board of Directors of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, Superintendent of Schools at Sigourney and Keota. One guard, Shannon Nessa of Hubbard Radcliffe. At forward, Amy Town of Avoha Shelby Tennant. Guard, Andrea Schaefer of Emmetsburg. Forward, Julie Hand of Emmetsburg. Andy Runcie of Atlantic. A forward, Mandy Parrott of Atlantic. Guard, Brenda Myers of Avoha Shelby Tennant. And the captain of the all-tournament team, any doubt about it, from Hubbard Radcliffe, Lisa Brinkmeyer. And in addition to being named captain, Lisa Brinkmeyer of Hubbard Radcliffe will also receive a $1,000 scholarship to the college of her choice, provided through the courtesy of the Hy-Vee food stores. Now the championship runner-up trophy to Don Jenkins and the Atlantic Trojans. And before we get to the championship trophy, the traditional red coat to the winning coach with his 685th win, his first state championship, Les Heiser of Hubbard Radcliffe. Now that's a happy man.